What's going on, everybody? Jibba73 back with the Double E Show. I've got my window open, so if you hear a car noise, not my fault. It's just a beautiful day here in New England. Speaking of a New England, we're back here in Doubleton, or Doubleton, depending on what you think of that Doubleton. So today we're going to continue on with starting up this little village here. I've got to mark and clear some stuff as I did in the last episode, and of course we have our little forest node, I believe, going this way. It's somewhere over here. Oh yeah. So there's the village. We want to go right here. This little forest node going right here. So what I want to do is I want to try to lay out some roads. I want to lay out an area where we're going to start actually doing work. I have my little chicken or leghorn pen going. They're getting some eggs already, which is nice. I got to pay attention to my storage, which is already a quarter full. When we build another one, we'll upgrade this one so they can empty right into the other one. So let's get rolling here. Let's lay down a pasture first, so I can start getting the seeds. Did I already do that? Did I already mark the pasture? I did not. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to get some food going. I don't want a plantation. I want a regular crop field. And what I'm going to do for these crop fields, again, as I said, I kind of wanted this to be aesthetic. I'm going to go one off the house. It's going to be 4 wide. Whoops. By 15. And then I'm going to go over to this house and go one off the house. Go 4 wide. 15. Now the reason why I'm doing that is these are going to be aesthetically pleasing. It's not going to be necessarily completely functional. Although, in this size field, one worker will produce 420 food, depending on the crop. But that's like the minimum crop size. The minimum crop yieldage is what it's supposed to be. So if I had one person working, they're producing enough food for 4 days. That should work for what I'm going to do in the start here. And then I'll build some larger fields and plantations just to really bolster our food income. Yeah, and I'm going to build some fences around it, make it look like, like a real farm. Okay, there goes a big old truck. So we're out here in the forest node. Check the herb list, bringing in some herbs, excellent. Check the gatherer, bringing in some food, good, more than enough. So there's enough for that person and a little extra, which is good. And remember, we kind of didn't get started immediately. Forester's Lodge, making logs. Logs is good. Hunting cabin. What's the hunting cabin doing? Oh, plenty. That's enough for those 2 hunters and 6 other people. So excellent. Let me take the road here. Remember, I'm using this leafy green road here. Go up right through, and then I'm going to try to go. Oh, it doesn't want to. There's a rock there. There's a rock right there. Can I get this to go this way? So I'm going to go to here, and then I want to build a tunnel. You know what? Let me let them build the road first. I'm also going to mark, clear the stone. Oh, it's already been marked. Okay, good. Let's come back down to the village here. Stockpiles are filling up. Good. Let's actually take a nice wide swath around these farms. Get rid of that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a road straight over to the shoreline, so we can, for future planning, to get the trader up and going. But I actually want to do a tunnel right through that mountain. I don't want to flatten the mountain. I tend to, with the addition of the flatten tool, flatten the crap out of everything, and I don't want to do that. If they are going to flatten, they're going to do it by picking the resources first and then culling the land down to the level I want it to be. So in other words, the slow process, this one right here, the original flatten screens were where they had to clear stuff first, not the power tool. Power tool. Anyways, that's a time reference. Anyways, alright, you know what I can do too while I'm sitting here waiting for them to clear some of that stuff out? I can take these roads around to the house faces. So those roads are in. Something else I should probably do right away, because it always comes back to bite me in the arse, is put down a well. Right there in the center. We're not near water, remember. And because we're not near water, fire happens. Everybody goes down. Everybody starts to burn it. London's calling. Yeah. So we're 12 of 25 chickens. That's right. I already checked that. I should also put in a town arrival. Right here. I'll put that right next to the well. And that town arrival will give me all of my stats that I need to see where I'm at for building, production, housing, all that good stuff. And it looks like we're going to need a couple more stockpiles, so why don't we do that now? I like keeping the stockpiles smaller. Realistically, I could do just a massive one. I could do a massive one, but then when you go to remove it, it just takes forever to remove a massive stockpile. So if I keep them in a relative size, if I have to move them and they're full up, it won't take quite that long. So it looks like food's doing okay right now. Tools are alright. We're going to have to get a blacksmith going relatively soon. What's the fish looking like? They should be fishing. Yeah, so 1,100 a season. Is so if there's 100 per person, they're almost feeding half the town. So if I really wanted to, I could probably put another person in there. All right, what's that? Rep. Hey. You are a fish farmer. Okay. So then why aren't you back here fishing? Alright, you're going to come back through. Good. Now with that, hopefully they produce like 2,000 food and then it's plenty. Alright. So, as I stated in the first video, this is going to be our farming area. We'll build out from here. We'll have nice rows of farmhouses and such. Because we're out here in the middle of the heartland. I want to have the dockside village over here, a little more urban feel. Maybe keep it urban around the lakes and the rivers, and keep it more farmy in the center, and then upgrade as necessary to more urban planning as needed. Putting in the foods. The foods stuff is going in. Come on, farmers. We prioritize. Yeah, I tend to spam the priority button. You never know. It may or may not help. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. It seems to work, or at least psychologically, it eases me to think that I'm saying, do it. So, here we go. Alright. Little jump in the video there. I have to check my key binders, because I noticed that I wasn't able to scroll the way that I wanted to. So this is, in the beginning stages, this is the part that's probably the most tedious, because you're just basically working to make sure that your citizenry survive. And then once you're at that stage where you know you can make it through, you know, the first year, second year, third year, whatnot, then it's a matter of trying to expand and in an interesting way continue to build up your population. Because if it's just a matter of plopping down houses, making more farms, having more babies, plopping down houses, making more farms, having more babies, that rinse and repeat scenario is a little rough. All right, so as it is right now, we got 8 families and 9 homes, so we're good there. Let's look at production. We are out producing food and usage over the last year. That's excellent. That's what we want to continue seeing. Well is done. Excellent. Okay, first crop field. Let's go cucumbers. One person in there. This well is done. Excellent. Second crop field. We're going to go strawberries, and we're going to put one person in there. Boom. Now we have 2 laborers and 2 workers. So now we actually want to put down another house. Maybe promote some baby making. 30 and 8. 15 and 8. Alright, wooden house it is. We'll flip that around. Put it up to the road. Really? Alright, 1 second, folks. And I'm back. Okay. I unbound my selection button. That's no bueno. That's no bueno. Alright, so I got the house plan to go down. Let's work on some fencing here. Little wooden fences. Let's find the corner piece. Boom. Right in here. I'll rotate that around. Now with crops, the only thing you have to pay attention to is that you have them being worked and picked up accordingly. You don't need to leave gaps around the crop fields or the plantations. You do need to leave gaps around the pastures and the orchards. Come over here, we'll do the same thing. I am going to leave the space down the middle for these guys. Because reasons. No, I want them to have an access point to it. Yeah. There we go. 1, 2. Get down here to the corner. We'll rotate. There we go. No, this one. Here. Won't quite make it. Okay. Then we come up here. And we go corner. That. Boom. Like that. Boom. Now it looks like when that's done, it's going to look like those crops are fenced in, and your only access point is right down the middle here, where we're going to put in this road. Nice, huh? Hopefully that looks good. It does in my mind. Which means absolutely nothing. Let's see how they're going with the road out this way. Okay, it looks like they cleared the stuff. Alright. Can we connect it? Can. Continuing on. Alright. So was it to there? It is. Okay. Right up to there. and let's let that build. So we do have plenty of stone. We've only got the 50 iron that, you know, we started out with because that's the initial amount. That's iron and then iron ore. So I will need a smelter before too long, but first things first, I want to put in a blacksmith so I can ensure that we do not run out of toolage. So blacksmith, rotating around this way, he's going to go one over from there, and boom. You can hold off on the tailor for now. Let me get a woodcutter going. Quick. There's here as well. Yeah, here we go. Here's the woodcutter. There we go. Because it does look like we have no firewood and people are freezing to death right now. Well, they're not freezing to death, hopefully, knock on wood, because that would suck a lot, actually. So we've got a bunch of babies were born, a bunch of chillins turned into adults. Let's take a look at the housing. 9 families, 10 homes. Put up another one of these. So let's look at where we might want to put some more homes here. I'm going to run the road down through and around the back. Okay. Put some homes back here. We know those are homes. I don't have to necessarily pull them up. They're not needed right away, so I don't have to necessarily follow the crap out of them. Now, the reason why the build list looks so high is because the fencing. But I'm going to go ahead and change priority from fencing to the blacksmith. I should have done the woodcutter, shouldn't I? I still can. I can still change priority. Whenever you switch for priority last, is what they'll do first. So they came over here to start clearing, now they're going to come over here. Hopefully. That's the way it's supposed to work. I can't guarantee that that's fact. I can't guarantee that that's fact. But look, everybody's for freezing. How are they doing out here in the woods? Yep, they're cold out here too. Son. I'm going to kick you out and upgrade your house. And then when that's done getting upgraded, I'll kick out one of these guys, upgrade their house. Because as it stands right now, we have an extra home. Okay? Right, we do. Nope, 9 families, 9 homes. Oh, yeah, because they just... Yeah. We do have an extra house. Nice. Nice. Here comes the woodcutter. I have so many wonderful ideas. Again, the guys that I mentioned in the first video, I'm still watching their stuff, of course, because they're excellent at what they do, and just so inspired. Just so inspired. That Banished is such a wonderful game, and in fact, let me actually put 2 in here, just to ensure that we get plenty of firewood going. I have the fuel at 200. Yeah, we want to keep that going. But the game Banished itself is just it's just an inspiring little thing. Like, okay, how can I creatively help these people to make their mark on, you know, on their charter? You know, how can I make them be successful? And then when Black Liquid developed Colonial Charter, I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me! This is so awesome. So I really geek out over this stuff. It's a lot of math that a lot of people don't like doing, And then there are really smart people that did the math because I don't like doing it. And I went, hey, the math on that works, and I get to try this and I get to try that. It's yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Okay, blacksmith is ready. Boom. Gonna have making rough tools. Well, I'll make iron tools to start. Use up that iron we have. Yeah, we'll have to use up the iron we have. Come on, they're making more babies. They're making more babies. So not bad. Right now we got 31 citizens. 18 of them are adults. 97% clothed. 67% educated. We don't have a school yet, so that's future Jibba's worry. Is the school. Ooh, look, our crops are coming in. Our crops are coming in. It is May. Again, as I said, I used the calendar mod. Cucumbers. And strawberries. Nothing yet, because, you know, it's not harvest time. It's May. It's midsummer. Or summer. But look at the little fence going around it. That looks piss off. I love it. I love it. Get a more God's eye view. Or bird's eye. Depending on how you see things. Depending on what you believe. I don't like the fact that they're walking through the corner of the model here of the fish farm. They walk in the door and they come right out the side. But it is what it is. Beta being beta. Banished is still in a beta mode. It came out in 2014, and the single developer of the game has really been working on, you know, making sure that it works for Linux and making sure it works for Mac and I think Mac. And they're doing a lot of work behind the scenes type stuff. And then who knows what the polished final version is going to look like? But he's got himself a winner right now. I'll tell you that right. So, let's see, is there anything else that I could be doing? There's probably a ton of stuff I could be doing right now that I'm not. But, you know, I'm too busy staring at the little animations, the little people making the, look at them, making their way through the forest. It's awesome. I'm such a dork. That path is cool through the trees. That is really, really cool. I can't wait for this tunnel to be done. Let me prioritize the tunnel, huh? I'll give him a couple extra builders to help out. The reserves of tools is low. Yes, I know. I know. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and have him making rough tools. Screw it. Because then if he runs out of iron, I don't have to remember to come back to him. Tunnel's done. So then I want to go road. If I can find the tunnel. Wow, it's really hard to see where the tunnel face comes out. And if you do hear any audio stuttering, it's not my fault. It's actually the whole Windows 10 thing. Since I upgraded, I cannot cure the audio stutter that happens more often than not. There we go, and that'll bring us out to the water's edge. I come from the water. Autosave. I come from the water. Alright, that's looking like it's going to be enough for this episode here. When we come back, we'll see if they finish the road. We'll see if they... Oh, look, they got the houses up and everything. Oh, everything's going so well. Knock on wood. Because I'm about to get hit with a major disaster right now. I got 13 families and 11 homes. You're kidding me. Alright, so let's Go back over to the woods here. That one's good to go. Right, so I'm gonna kick this person out. Or should I? Should I kick him out? I shouldn't kick him out yet. 13 families with 11 homes. No, that wouldn't make sense. What I need to do is come back over here. Plot down 2 more homes. Boom. Extend this road out. Extend this road out. Yep, there we go. So those 2 homes are going in. Alright, so that tiny house is back to bling, and then we'll upgrade that one, and we'll upgrade that one. And you can only upgrade them once, but once you upgrade them, they get this nice little loft area. They can actually house more people. And yeah, so look at that, I get sidetracked. Okay, so he's at his max for fuel with 200 fuel. So why don't we go ahead and give him a little bit more to do. We'll put him up to 300. And with that, we're actually this time officially going to call it a game right there, folks. I'll see you next time. Peace.
That was a failure of epic proportions. Unacceptable.